Number 3, a freshman defender from Pembroke, Mass, Emily Long. Number 19, a junior forward from Westford, Vermont, Piper Wilson. Number 14, a fifth-year forward from Rutland, Vermont, Hannah Hamilton. Number 4, a senior forward from Fairfield, Vermont, McKenna Miller. And in goal, number 30, a junior from East Sandwich, Mass, Lady Collins. The head coach for UNE is Eliza Kelly. She is assisted by Aaron Banfield, Craig Twombly, and Tom Clifford. And now for your Salve Regina Seahawks. Number 6, a senior defender from Barrington, Rhode Island, Maddie Cox. Number 3, a freshman defender from Mayfield Village, Ohio, Taylor Stewart. Number 13, a senior forward from Westwood, Mass, Nicole Schneider. Number 8, a senior forward from Glastonbury, Connecticut, Tori Ambrose. Number 7, a senior forward from Brookfield, Wisconsin, Grace Schwartz. Number 30, a junior from Warren, Rhode Island, Ellie Kopecki. The head coach of the Seahawks is David Lund. He is assisted by Mike Leach, Erica Silva Adams, and Kristen Levine. The referees for today's match are Rachel Hutchinson, Kurt Souza, Ada Pennington Margoin, and Dana Corpax. At this time, we ask that you please rise. Gentlemen, remove all hats and hoods and direct your attention to the flag as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to St. George's here in Middletown, Rhode Island, where tonight the Seahawks of Salve Regina are set to take on the Nor'easters of the University of New England in a big Commonwealth Coast Conference women's ice hockey matchup. Hello again, and welcome. I am Ada Pizzelli bringing you the call here this evening. The Seahawks 2-2 on the year, winners of 2 in a row. They are 0-2, however, in conference play. The Nor'easters coming into tonight 3-2 overall on the year, 2-2 in conference play. They have split their first 2 conference tilts of the year, and they will turn tonight to the junior from East Sandwich, Mass, Delaney Corcoran, between the pipes on the year. She is 3-2. She has made every single start for the Nor'easters. Meanwhile, Salve Regina will turn to the junior from Warren, Rhode Island, Ellie Kopecki, between the pipes. She is 0-2, 1-2 overall, 0-2 in conference play is Kopecki. And we're underway here from St. George's. Seahawks with it first. Maddie Cox will flip it long and deep on the backhand into the attacking end, and the Seahawks will give chase. Schneider's nearly ripped it away, right wing side, able to center it. Backhand shot from Schwartz is deflected by Emily Long into the corner. Schneider's trying to recover it. Right side Seahawks fling it towards the slot. That's blocked. Long once again. Schneider's muscles her into the corner. Coming to support is Megan Hamilton, their graduate from Rutland, Vermont. And she'll look for daylight now. Shuffles it off the near side board. Steered into the zone here by DeSorcy. Into the corner right side. Puck trapped in behind the cage. McKenna Remillard. Ricard lobs it out to center ice. Nor'easters will recover it. Here's Wagner. Comes up with a loose puck. Flutters it into the zone. Picked off by Letrikowski. Riley Esposito can't hang on to it. Emma Pereira now skims it in. Seahawks in the midst of a change. This one will hop in front. And left behind the cage, centering pass. Wagner trying to throw it home. She scores! Looked like Corcoran wanted to freeze that. Instead, left it behind the cage. The Seahawks find it. Moved right in front to Wagner. She buries it. And just like that, the Seahawks jump on top 1-0. We'll give you a look at the replay here. This one hopped towards the cage. Corcoran right there looked like she wanted to freeze it. Instead, thought about it. Quickly moved in front. Wagner buries it. 1-0 Salve Regina with 18:43 to go in the first period. Emily Long will wrap it around the boards, looking to clear. Flaherty trying to hold it in. Samantha McKenzie comes to support as well. Puck trapped against the far side boards. Wagner's first goal of the year. Turned over. Parrots had it for a moment. Taken away. This one down the middle. The shot goes wide off of Keely Kasputis' stick. Mark that one down. Powered towards the goal again. Kopecky fights that one off on the shot from Jenna Pitch. Centering pass, Pitch again. Her shot. Save made by Kopecky. Backhanded wide of the cage. Nor'easters here with a strong response. Hamilton shields 1-on-2 in the corner. Remillard comes pinching in. She has it. Looks to carry it in front. Runs into white jerseys. And the puck flutters into the right wing corner now. Pinching down the wall. DuPont looking to play it around. Parrots from behind the cage. Looks to skate up the middle. And lost it. Clarity will recover now and wait behind the net. Seahawks try and organize the breakout here. Deflected off of Flaherty. And this one will roll back the other way. Picked up by Pitch. Tapped up the middle. Back to the Seahawks zone. Emma Breen. Schneiders. Swats it back to the attacking end. Taken back by Letrikowski. Straight up the middle. No icing here. Breen cuts in. Throws it around the board. Schneiders now with some space will walk it out to center ice. Looks to steer it ahead. Taken back by Avery Letrikowski. Along now up the near side for Anna O'Neill. Corralled by Crean. Letrikowski left side. Wants to walk it into the circle. Breen picks her up, centering pass out high, waiting for the shot. That's blocked by Schwartz. Kelly McCarthy from the slot. Denied. Puck scaled off the glass, left side. O'Neill centering pass. That one swatted away. Loose in the slot. Paddled out to the near side. Held in by Letrikowski. Looks to play it in deep. Amaral can't take it away from Chavart. Dumont up the wall, back out to center, taken away by the Seahawks. Here comes Esposito. Flutters one wide of the net. Left side, Wagner recovers. 15:38 to go in the first. Ricard behind the cage. Sprints right side, saucers it up to the point. Waiting there is Sterling. Throws it towards the cage. That one takes a tip and is held by Corcoran. So a good answer there from UNE after the quick goal from Salve. Seahawks look to try and turn the momentum back their way now again. McKenzie on the draw against Megan Hamilton. Seahawks win it. Back out Sterling again from the right point. Throws it towards the slot. That one's tipped wide. Godolph in front trying to direct it on the cage. She recovers it in deep. Looks to center it. off a blue skate into the corner. Remillard plays it softly out through center. This one's going to come all the way in on goal. And Kopecky will just freeze it with 15:11 to go in the first. Attacking zone draw here for UNE. Hamilton will take it against McKenzie. And the Seahawks will win it. Sterling right side on the backhand, looks to play it up the boards. Can't get it out, and then it's chipped out of play. Faceoff will stay in the attacking zone here for UNE. Seahawks win the draw. Sterling from behind the cage. Snaps it around the boards. Tapped out of the zone by Esposito. Up the right-hand side, Ricard carries it in. Loose puck grabbed by Wagner. Her backhand goes behind the net. Nor'easters now look to counter. Weaving her way is Remillard. Up the right side. Throws it cross ice. DeSorcy trying to track it down on the corner left side. Clorty moves it away from her there. Wagner near side boards. Wants to turn it out with one hand. Instead, the far side, Esposito now pinned to the boards, turns it over. Thrown towards the net and wide. Racing to the right-hand corner, Danielle McCarthy holds it for the Nor'easters. Angled off the puck by Clorty. Esposito far side. Chips it off the glass and back out to neutral ice. Riley Esposito, reigning CCC Rookie of the Week. This one by McCarthy is held by Kopecky. $14-12 to go in the first. Another attacking zone draw here for UNE. Left wing side, and the Seahawks will win the draw defensively. Emma Pereira behind the net. Tries to connect with Schneiders. This one tipped all the way down, and this will be icing here against Salve Regina with 14:02 to go. Left wing side, once again, the Seahawks will win the draw. Clorty to Pereira. Chased in deep. Hops it back for Clorty. And turned over to Crean. Puck now trapped by Bella Crugnali. Against the boards, deep left side. Clorty trying to squeeze it out. Free for Pereira now. Off to the side of the cage, right side. Wants to skate to daylight. Cross ice pass. Schwartz has it ricochet off her stick. Carried to the defensive end by DuPont. Played up the boards. Not out. Scaled around now. Right wing side. Crugnali will walk onto it and look to turn up ice. Outletted through center. Carolyn Curley tips it in. Dumont. Parrots look to carry it. Loose at the blue line and chucked in on the backhand. Nor'easters in the midst of a change here. Near side, Jillian Egan. Out of the reach of Grace Dumont. McPherson. Wanted to steer it to center. Nor'easters will throw it back in. Dumont in the corner left side. Breen steers it to Egan up the wall. Egan looks to carry. And a little bit of friendly fire there into the Seahawk bench. Assistant coach Mike Meach in the lane of fire there. If he didn't have his afternoon coffee, I'm sure he's awake now. Sterling from behind the Seahawk net. Can't clear it up the right side. From the blue line, powered towards the goal and blocked in front. Maddie Cox will skate it away from trouble. That shot came from Ruby McCow. Actually, excuse me, Abby Shavat. And the whistle here with 12:16 to go in the first period. Neutral zone draw, left side just outside of the Seahawks zone. McKenzie will take it against Hamilton. And the graduate student from Rutland, Vermont wins it. Nor'easters will play it in deep. Maddie Cox behind the cage. Turns it over. Remillard spinning 1-on-3 right side to Sorcy trying to center it. And can't connect with Hamilton in the slot. No angle off the boards, back out to neutral ice. Nor'easters have had a lot of point-blank chances here since the Seahawks took the 1-0 lead. Have not been able to finish them yet. Remillard in deep, run into by Maddie Cox. Sterling to Cox now near side. Deflects it to Wagner, who's got the lone goal so far here with 11:29 to go in the first. Near side Wagner looks to go cross ice a little bit behind Esposito. Sterling swats it away from Crugnali. Wagner in a collision at the blue line. That was Kelly McCarthy who ran into her there. Turned into the zone now by Crean. Left wing side keeps it alive, and this will be offside. Late call, but the right call. 11:07 to go. Neutral zone draw once again. Nor'easters have tilted the ice here. Will they be rewarded for it? Neutral zone draw, won by the Seahawks. Schneiders couldn't carry it ahead. Pereira now behind the cage will track it down for Salve. Pinned against the boards. Crean lost it to Clardy. Here's Schneiders now through center. Finds the line and risks it in deep. DuPont challenged by Schneiders. Schwartz now behind the cage. Amaral flutters one towards the net. That one's blocked down. Schwartz wanted to get to the back and able to steer it towards the cage, and it's poked away by Corcoran. Schneiders again battling here, chasing Jamie DuPont behind the net. Amaral nearly had the turnover near side, and somehow Crugnali able to find some space and get it away to Curley. Her wrist shot saved by Kopecky. Crugnali recovers right wing side, shuffles it up top to the point. Waiting there is Emily Long. Out high, she throws it towards the cage, and that one was saved, and then poked towards the goal, and then a whistle, or are they saying goal? They're going to say goal. Kopecky made the save. Then that puck was loose, and it looked like the whistle came as that puck was on the line. So for now, we'll give you a look at the replay. For now, it's 1-1 with 10:01 to go. And just like that, we're tied. So the Nor'easters, a strong 8 minutes of work. Knot this one up, and we start again. Midway point of the first period. Dumont near side on the backhand, trying to chip it past Emily Long. Puck still out at center. Now Esposito has to sprint back to the defensive zone for Salve for it. Dumont up the near side. Pitch now, cross ice. Stolen away by Esposito. Sprints in right side. Right to the goal. Her wrist shot save made by Corcoran. Rebound still loose. Out of the corner, Ricard with it. Ricard shuffles it up top. Sterling couldn't settle it down at the blue line. Now has to recover and backtrack. Seahawks have to tag up and get back on side. Sterling looks to skate it in herself. Moves it into the corner right side. Will give chase in behind the net as Letrakowski gets to it first for UNE. Now far side, Kisputis. She will stride through center with speed. Looks to wrist it in deep. Maddie Cox there to deny. Cox once again. Hands off to Amaral. Turns through center. Plays it down the wall left side. Schwartz comes crashing in with Letrikowski. 8:30 to go in the first. UNE has tied this one up. Schneider's with the takeaway right wing side. In behind the cage trying to get it out in front to Schwartz, and that one's knocked away. Charvat behind the cage for Letrikowski. Puck loose at center. Parrots will grab it. She swats it into the zone. Egan will chase after it against Courtney Himes. Pereira from the point left side. Looking to fling it in deep. Takes a hop. Egan trying to find it. Pereira once again looks to smash it down the boards. Blocked by the Nor'easters. Forced back out to center for Pereira to recover. Trying to sneak it cross ice for Parrots. Deflects for the Nor'easters and Himes. Morgan Parrots battling behind the cage 1-on-2. Now here comes Elena Palmer for support. Far side Letrikowski looking for space. Clarity from the blue line throws it in deep. 9:24 to go. Excuse me, 7:24 to go. Here comes Letrikowski. Far side Remillard over the line. Ducks the shoulder, drives towards the cage, has Hamilton crash in the net, has it poked away at the last second. Remillard wanted to let it fly, but Annie Flaherty got a stick on that to deny. Off to the right wing side, the shot goes high from Hannah Humes. Pereira. Now to Godelf. On the backhand out to center ice, and we get a whistle here. We will draw on neutral ice with 6:50 to go in the first period. And this faceoff is actually going to come now just outside of the Nor'easter zone, left side. Ricard to take it against Maeve Crean. Player falls down at center. Esposito had it for a second. And will bounce the way of Carolyn Curley. Over the line, wide left side. Crashed into the corner. Seahawks will come away with it. Here's Wagner. The lone goal scorer here for Salve. Scored in the first 2 minutes of the first. Wagner. Pinned to the boards. Esposito now. Shuffles it up to the blue line. Waiting for it there. Breen. Across for the one-timer from Dumont. Save made by Corcoran, and she pounces on the rebound. 6:18 to go in the first, and the Seahawks will have the attacking zone draw. Nor'easters will win it. Emily Long, far side. Pitch straight up the middle. Here comes Crean now. Trying to hit the home run to Carolyn Curley. Schneider's now. Will spin it over the line. Here's Schwartz on her way to the cage, down the right wing side. Chases it in behind the net, now out to the left wing corner. Looks to turn and just fling it on the goal. Off-angle shot is blocked by UNE. Crean. That one thrown to Schneiders, who took it away and tried to jam it 5-hole. Save made by Delaney Corcoran. Maddie Cox with space. Walks her way free left side. Cox trying to glide her way right in front, lost it, and that one almost came right to Egan. Curley. Turned over. Amaral fans on the one-timer. Curley now will skate it out to center, gains the line, and will dump it in deep. Anna O'Neill. Stolen away by Parrots. Those two joust in the corner, then Parrots lost an edge. And we get a slash coming here. Penalty called from center ice. So a slashing minor to Anna O'Neill. And the first power play of the night with 5:15 to go in the first. UNE's penalty kill is 71% on the year so far. 10 for 14. Ricard had the draw win for a moment. Cox pinching in, trying to fly it towards the goal. Nor'easters That's Hamilton. She'll find it and send it all the way down. Pereira. Seahawks on the rush. Cox cross ice. Ricard with speed, trying to get around Hamilton. Ricard, right wing circle, will glide in behind the net. Out to the left wing side now. Straight away up top, Pereira with plenty of space. Fires it towards the goal. That one saved by Corcoran. Rebound hops out in front. Seahawks trying to throw it towards the goal. Down was Corcoran, as Wagner once again could not jam it home. Clorty. Top of the right wing circle now. Walking it wide is Pereira. She'll carry all the way in deep behind the cage. Once again, left wing side, Pereira now. In the circle, hands off to Clorty. She'll throw it towards the net. Back door. Seahawks couldn't get it. Wagner wins it back up to Pereira. She steers to keep it in the zone. Right side, Clorty. Will walk it down the wall. Seahawks trying to change out one person here. Letrakowski able to throw it out to neutral ice. Pereira recovers. Cross ice now for Clorty. Nor'easter's able to change out one on the fly. And this one sent out to center by Charvat. Charvat with it once again. Turns. Couldn't clear it. Amaral sprints out high. Wrists it towards the goal. Looking for the tip from Schneiders, and Corcoran will freeze it. 3:44 to go in the first. 29 seconds left on the power play here for Salve. Amaral will take it against Crean, right wing side. She wins it. Emma Breen off the far side wall. Her wrist shot goes high. Rebound comes all the way around. Dumont from the left point will walk it down the boards. Tangling with Krugnali. Here's McKenzie now. 10 seconds to go on the power play. Breen to Dumont. Out high, back to Breen, right side. She waits, she risks. That one off the glove of Corcoran. McKenzie looking to steer it for Dumont, taken away by Krugnali. Back to even strength as Krugnali flings it into the bench of Salve Regina. 3:11 to go in the first. And we will draw at center ice. Hamilton and Peretz. UNE controls. Hamilton on the backhand, plays it towards the goal, and Kopecky will freeze it. Nor'easters will get the attacking zone draw with 3 minutes flat to go here in the first period. Game tied at 1. Hamilton behind the cage. Looks to hold it in. Remillard, left side. Wants to turn towards the slot. Knocked away by Peretz. Trying to shuffle it across to Godolph. Turned back over to Remillard. Maddie Cox now moves it behind the cage. Sterling. Peretz. Knocked off the puck. Remillard throws the shoulder. Nor'easters have picked up the physicality here. And that time a little bit of friendly physicality. Long running into Hamilton on the far side. Creates this turnover. Seahawks will play it back out to center. This one angled near side. 2 minutes to go in the period. Maddie Cox softly plays it across for Emma Breen. Wagner trying to clear it up to center, and does. Thrown back in by Kasputis. Esposito behind Pereira. Can't be knifed forward by Ricard. She'll recover it and backtrack for Clorty to chase down. That one dangerously came out in front. Luckily, Seahawks were there to clean it up. Touch back to the Nor'easter zone with 1:25 to go in the first. Kasputis over the line right side on the back end. This one hops towards the cage, and Kopecky will hang on. Attacking zone draw here for UNE with 1:14 to go in the first. Amaral and Remillard on the draw. Seahawks control it. Breen around for Dumont. Can't sneak it through for Schneiders. Jenna pitch with the takeaway. Touches it in deep. Dumont once again. Schneiders able to find Grace Schwartz, who can't hang on to it. Letrikowski spins away with it. Now Curley. Letrikowski once again near side. Trying to weave her way through center. Lost the puck. Schwartz lost it in her skates. Curley will just chuck it into the corner left side with 38 seconds to go in the period. Scaled off the glass. Out to the blue line, but not out. Pinned far side. Nor'easters will hold it. Breen tries to poke it away from Korean. Letrikowski wants to play it in deep once again. The puck ricochets her way. Left wing circle. That one thrown towards the goal and saved by Kopecky. 19 seconds to go as Remillard lost it in the corner right side. Schwartz tips it to center. Korean, her shot blocked by Breen. Letrikowski taken away by Schneiders. Want to steer it up ahead. Peeled back by Humes. Given away to Amaral, left side, and that'll do it. So an exciting first period. The Seahawks started fast. They jumped on top right out of the gates. Emily Wagner, her first goal of the year. That came 1 minute and 13 seconds into the game. But then at 9:59, just about the midpoint, the Nor'easters answered back, and we are tied through one. We'll take a break while they tend to the ice. You're watching Commonwealth Coast Conference women's ice hockey action on the Salve Athletics Network. We'll be back. Welcome back to St. George's. Start of the second period here between Salve Regina and the University of New England. Ada Pizzelli here bringing you the call. Thank you for finding us on the Salve Athletics Network. Second period underway. Quickly over the line left side. DeSorsi will skate into the corner. Ridden into the end boards by Taylor Sterling. Remillard pressured by Maddie Cox. Remillard will keep it alive. Steers it through the slot out the other side. Racing in right side. Pitch with a drive that's blocked by Schwartz. Little extra check there from Schwartz as well. Schwartz can't clear it. Maddie Cox now behind the cage. Stashes it and leaves it for Sterling. Schwartz will play it up to the line. Near side, Curley given away to Schwartz. Left wing side. Shields it against Curley. Wants to snap it towards the goal. Saved by Corcoran, and she hangs on. Minute gone in the second. Seahawks will have the attacking zone draw. These two teams played some exciting games last season. Not surprised that this one's tied, and sure to be a back and forth game throughout the night. This one misplayed at the blue line. Back the other way, Krugnali. Trying to streak 2-on-2. Seahawks get back defensively. This one across for the shot. Curley, backhand shot on the rebound, goes wide as well. Krugnali steals it away, flicks it towards the goal, and flashing the glove is Kopecky. Attacking zone draw. Ricard will take it against Sterling. Nor'easters will win it. Krugnali, one-timer off the draw, is blocked. Floated into the slot. Seahawks can't control it. Now Ricard, top of the circle, left side, angles it out. Here's Esposito with space. Over the line right side. Trying to carry down the middle. Couldn't get to the forehand in front of the net. We'll track it down left side. Backhanded for Ricard. Behind the cage. Shields and spins back to the outside. Looks to swing it up on the backhand. Taken away by UNE. Korean walks it out to center. Carries left wing side. All alone now as the Nor'easters make changes here in the attacking end. Dumont. Here's Wagner now. She'll gain the line. Will float it in behind the cage. Pitch and Esposito. Emily Long. Maddie Cox lifts it off the glass in deep, waiting for it, Esposito. Shields tries to hand off to Parrots. That one hopped in front. Grabbed by Shavat, but she can't clear it. Left side, Egan. Knifes it away. Up top, Maddie Cox waiting. Fakes the shot. Cox will walk it down the wall left side. Cox all the way in deep. Now pinned to the boards. Hands off. Morgan Parrots wants to spin out into the front of the goal. This one floated in the air. Off to the side of the net. Deflected behind the cage. Wrapped around the boards. Sterling waiting for it at the blue line. Settles it down. Throws it towards the net. Tipped towards the goal by Parrots and just wide. Parrots recovers, looking for the wraparound, trying to jam it past the skate of Corcoran. And we get a whistle. Some great looks there from Morgan Parrots, the freshman from Palmer, Mass. Amaral wins it back up to Clordy. Thrown towards the goal. Tipped high and wide by Schneiders. Remillard out of the reach of Piper DeSorsi. Tracked down by Clordy. Puck pinned against the boards. Letrikowski comes away with it. Her base shot, score! Avery Letrikowski from off the left wing wall. Skated to daylight and scores. Nor'easters will take the lead. Here's a look at the replay. Right here, through a screen as well. Tough for Kopecky to see. 2 unanswered for UNE. And they have the lead with 16:38 to go in the second. Now it's up to the Seahawks to respond. Curley. Tied up in deep. Out of the reach of McKenzie. Godoff left side. All the way up top of the blue line, waiting. Dumont trying to saucer it across. Breen has to settle it down off the wall. She risks it towards the goal. That goes wide. Skipped all the way around to Dumont now at the left point. Chopped out of the reach of Flaherty. From behind, though, she's able to poke it back to center. Dumont risks it across. Here's Godelf over the line right side. Godelf now far into the corner. Thrown towards the slot. That one saved by Corcoran. Deflected almost to McKenzie. Tipped down. No icing. Dumont. Ricocheted. Back out towards the blue line. Off a loose stick. Dumont now. Trying to get it up ahead. Esposito walks it over the line left side. From the circle, risks it on the goal, and Corcoran will hang on. $15:30 to go in the second. Ricard will draw against Lainey Lemieux, the goal scorer who tied this thing up in the first. Norris is with the lead now. Sterling with the wrist shot. Save made by Corcoran. Ricard and Lemieux once again. Right wing circle here, the attacking end for Salve. Puck trapped inside. Sterling pinches in. Walks it down the wall, wants to steer it back for Wagner. Here's Ricard, right wing side. Throws it towards the slot. That one tipped wide. Nor'easters pick it up. They want to race up the ice. Knocked away by Maddie Cox. Emily Long trying to carry down the middle. Lost the puck. Jenna Pitch. From her own blue line. D to Long. Spun in by Ava Salerno. Ricard wrists it around. Letrikowski off the wall right side. Touches it deep. Maddie Cox there first for Salve. Trying to take it away from Lemieux. Peels it off her skates and turns it over top of the right wing circle. Kasputis down the boards. Cox once again. Hopped into the slot. That one, Salerno backhands it towards the goal. Behind her back. Saved by Kopecky. Nifty shot there from Ava Salerno. Maddie Cox. Touched in by Esposito. Seahawks will make a full change here. Nor'easters want to try and counter quickly. Anna O'Neill. Now Cloherty. Letrikowski left side. Thrown towards the net. Picked off by Pereira. Looking for Dalit. Lost it. Kasputis behind the cage. Set it out in front for the shot. Shavat the save. Kopecky the save on the shot from Chevrolet. Still loose in the slot. Thrown towards the net and blocked off a skate. Himes trying to hold it in. Cloherty. Wants to carry it all the way in. Plays it in deep. She'll give chase. Peretz off to the side of the cage. Moves it into the right wing corner. Cloherty from behind trying to get it away from Letrikowski. Letrikowski accelerates up the ice all the way to the goal. Fakes with a backhand score! Avery Letrikowski, coast to coast. Back-to-back goals for her. And the Nor'easters lead 3-1. We'll give you the second look at this one. The speed here of Avery Letrikowski. 13:01 to go in the second. 3 unanswered goals from UNE. Dumont fires it towards the cage. Now, for the Nor'easters who were here last year, the Seahawks have faced multi-goal deficits in 2 games here at St. George's last season and overcame them both. Schneiders trying to find it in the slot. Couldn't get to the forehand. Schwartz. Far side. Cuts around Remillard. 1-on-3 now behind the net. Right side, Amaral. Races in. Emma Breen. Waits top of the left wing circle, throws it towards the cage. That's blocked wide. Cross ice pass can't connect with Remillard. Breen will grab it in the circle far side with 12:05 to go in the second. Flaherty to McKenzie. Right side puts on the brakes in the circle, floats it towards the goal. That's well wide. Pitch. Wrists it around. Held in by Maddie Cox, far side. Touched into the corner. McKenzie just out of her reach. Godelf comes sprinting in right side to field it. Up the board, Sterling will recover it at center here for Salve with 11.5 to go in the second. Cox will fling it in. Skipped all the way around to the right wing corner. Godelf will chase it there and win it. This one all the way up top, waiting. Cox with the blast that goes wide. Stolen away. Maddie Cox again from the blue line. Left side, Esposito. Trying to spin away from Jenna Pitch. Wedge to the wall there. And Pitch can't clear it. Here comes Maddie Cox. Trying to duck around Remillard. Softly in deep, waiting for it, Emma Godelf. Esposito from the far side wall. Seahawks trying to keep the Nor'easters hemmed in. This shot is blocked. Remillard standing in the way of Maddie Cox. And she will wisely just chip it softly in. Fresh legs pour on for UNE. Maddie Cox turned it over. This one in front, settled down. Krugnali trying to steer it on the goal. And Kopecky will sprawl on it and freeze it. With 10:38 to play in the second. Three to 1 the score here. These teams will play tomorrow night up in Biddeford. Right now, Salve Regina men's ice hockey is up in Maine playing the Nor'easters. And it's 2-0 UNE at the first intermission of that matchup between 2 nationally ranked teams. And they'll be here tomorrow night for the Seahawks' home end of the back-to-back. Pereira. Egan. Puck lost at center ice. No one knew where it was. Here's Curley now right down the middle. She has it poked free. McPherson trying to clear it. Now Pereira will sprint back to Daylight in her own zone. Looks to leave it for Egan. Drifted up the middle, and this one is going to be icing here against Salve with 9:53 to go in the second. And head coach David Lunn is going to call for time. So taking his time out here in the second period after an icing. I think sensing some very tired legs out there for his squad. We'll take it as well. 9:53 to go in the second. Big face-off coming up here for the Nor'easters in the attacking end. We'll be back. Welcome back. Out of the Seahawks timeout. Taking it here at the midpoint of the second period. After an icing call. Nor'easters will hold it in. Seahawks battle behind the cage. Finally, Amaral will come free with it. And she will race ahead into the attacking end. Wants to steer it to herself. Looking to play it in deep. Taken away. Schwartz nearly had it up top. Swung in deep by Maddie Cox. Seahawks will get some fresh legs out there now. Down the wall right side, McKenzie. Plays it behind the net. And into the left wing corner. Charvat. Out of the reach of Kasputis, Sterling. Dumont. Flaherty. Scaled off the glass, but not down. Forced back down the wall by DeSorcy. McKenzie can't connect with Dumont. Here comes Letrikowski. Working on 2 goals already from the corner. Pokes it across to Remillard, off to the side of the cage. Her centering pass, lost that one, fluttered high by DeSorcy. Out to the point, Letrikowski settles it down, across now. Held there for McCarthy, she throws it into the slot. Blocked and recovered far side by Piper DeSorcy. Seahawks can't clear it. DeSorcy fires it in deep, left side, Hamilton. 1-on-2. Lost it to McKenzie. Dumont. Poked back towards the goal again. Sterling flutters it off the boards. Can't clear it. Now it's the Seahawks who were trapped with the long change. Letrikowski off a weird bounce right side. Sends it all the way out top. Waiting McCarthy. Her shot blocked in a skate. McKenzie angles it off the boards out to center. Seahawks vacate the zone. Here comes a 4-on-1. Letrikowski down the right side. Centers it across for the shot. And they score. Seahawks went for a change. The Nor'easters had other plans. Finished off by Lemieux for her second. And it's 4-1. And 4 unanswered for UNE. And they have taken control of this one with 7:41 to go in the second. After the Seahawks led 1-0, this one's given away. Wagner nearly carried down the middle. Esposito out high to Breen. Left side, the one-timer from Pereira, blocked. Stepping in the way, Salerno. This one turned over, out high. Lemieux was it right side to pitch, in deep, trying to center it. That one's blocked. Pereira behind the cage. Seahawks look to skate it out. Pereira now. Tosses it in. That one off a skate back out in front. Thrown by the Nor'easters to the far side. Pitch will race and get it. Long near side. Snakes it up the boards but not out. Egan flicks it towards the goal. That's high and wide. Maddie Cox from the far side wall. Plays it behind the net. Waiting there. Egan with it trapped underneath McPherson. Trying to rip it free. Now Peretz. Top of the left wing circle. Maddie Cox with the blast. That one saved by Corcoran. Rebound thrown wide as well. Hopped around now Peretz. Side of the cage, right side. Left side centered out in front. Egan with the backhand. And somehow Corcoran down on her back keeps that out. 6:15 to go. Seahawks need a bounce right now. Close to ending this run here from the Nor'easters. Four unanswered goals since the midpoint of the first period. Schwartz Amaral. Now Schneiders. Looks ahead. Passes it to herself up the right-hand side. Schneider's trying to carry towards the goal. Turns around to the left wing side. Wanted to backhand it in front. Schwartz trying to poke it in. Puck still loose. Hops in the air. Right in front of the goal. Curley will steer it into the corner. And now looks to skate it out. Crognali. Now Flaherty. All the way back in the Seahawks zone. She's chased in behind the cage and lost it. Jamie DuPont trying to center it. Curley left wing side now. Right side long. Dancing. Actually make this Korean. Turned over to Schwartz. Looking to streak one-on-one. Instead she'll fire into the corner. Ran out of gas. Seahawks will make the change. 5 minutes to go in the second. Period has belonged to the Nor'easters. 3 goals so far here in this frame. Pereira from the blue line. That one tipped wide. Korean can't clear it past McKenzie. She looks to glide in front. That one save made. That one deflected almost off of McKenzie as she was falling down. Here's Wagner, the lone goal scorer for Salve. Up top, Pereira again. She tees up the drive. That one's blocked. Knocked down in the high slot and steered out to center by UNE. Lifted back in. Seahawks will make changes. Korean behind the cage. Angles it off the boards, out to center. Cox powers it back in. And the Seahawks are offside here. Wagner, the one who was still offside, even though she had been onside. One of the Seahawks get tied up with an official heading to the bench. Wagner thought she had tagged and recovered. So this will be an attacking zone draw here with 4:15 to go in the second. Seahawks will win it defensively, though. Maddie Cox now out from behind Ellie Kopecky. Flicks it end over end. Esposito with the speed to cancel icing. In behind the cage. Now into the left wing corner. Quickly up top to the point. Waiting there, Sterling. She tees up the blast, and it's held by Corcoran. .354 to go in the second. Seahawks will draw left wing side. Into the corner, right wing side. Nor'easters with it. Lemieux, 2 goals for her this evening. Tipped ahead by Kisputis. Shervat behind the cage. Shervat skates out high, looks to center it. And a delayed penalty coming here. Touched up by Cloherty, and we will address the penalty. Nor'easters will go to the power play. Heading to the box is Morgan Peretz. And a trip. The call here with 3:22 to go in the in the second. Power play for UNE. They draw right side. Puck trapped along the board. Seahawks trying to clear it. And they'll get it as far as center. Here comes Hamilton. Puts on the brakes, wide left side. Nor'easters have not scored a power play goal yet this season. Here comes the drive from Remillard, saved by Kopecky. 0 for 14 on the power play. Amaral gloves it down on the slot and backhands it past pitch and down. DeSorcy. Now Crognali. Tied up over the line. Godelf. just pinning it in the skates of a nor'easter. Eventually it's wedged down. Maddie Cox behind the cage, gets it around to Pereira. Her backhand out to the blue line, held there by Letrikowski. Dancing with it away from Emma Godelf. Nor'easters get organized here on the power play with 40 seconds left. This one juggled up top. Held there by DuPont. Feathers it in right side. Korean up top to Letrikowski. 30 seconds left on the power play, and she misplaced it at the blue line. DuPont to Korean over the line. Maddie Cox comes to challenge there. This one back down the middle for DuPont. She's forced wide once again. 18 seconds left on the advantage here for UNE. Centered for Curley. With a backhand shot, that one saved by Kopecky. Floated over the bar, and the Seahawks will power it all the way around the boards and down. Letrikowski with it from behind the cage, and we're back to even strength. Out of the box is Peretz. Esposito throws a shoulder into Letrikowski, wrists it all the way around. DuPont peels it off the board. She waits. She fires, and it's blocked. Esposito around for Cloherty. Can't dance down the middle. Letrikowski once again paddles it up ahead. Korean trying to steer it over the line. Poked away and grabbed by Dumont. Here's Esposito. Walks it over the line, down the middle, trying to get to the forehand. Wristed towards the goal. Save made, and the rebound covered up by Corcoran. With 44 seconds left in the second. And my mistake, we've got Sydney Baxter in the goal now for Salve Regina. She made the start here on Sunday. Got the win in her first career game. The freshman from Exeter, Rhode Island. Here comes Kasputis. Plays it right side for Anna O'Neill. Knocked off the puck by Pereira. Twisted behind the cage with 25 seconds left. Flaherty. Now Emma Breen. Turned over behind the cage. Kasputis with 15 seconds. Skates it up the wall. Pinching in is Pitch. Kasputis in the circle. Backhands it into the slot. Away from O'Neill. Godelf steers it to Pereira with 4 seconds. Chipped out to center. And Letrikowski will play it on back to Pitch, and that'll do it for the second. A strong period for UNE. They have scored 4 unanswered, 3 here in this second frame, and they will lead 4-1. As we make the turn for home, teams will head off the ice and we'll take a break. You're watching Commonwealth Coast Conference women's hockey action on the Salve Athletics Network. We'll be back.
Really good students come to Salve, but they leave, just ready to change the world.
I love Salve so much, and I love the connections that I've made. You're more than just a number, you're a name at Salve.
The 4 years have flown by so quickly. I think it's been a really great experience.
It's probably a cliche to say that Salve is a family, but it's a very, very true thing to say here.
They encourage you to just be yourself and not follow the crowd. Like, if you're a person who does not want to follow the herd, you have all the resources you need to shape the person that you want to be.
People are extremely supportive of each other and very supportive of the students. Students always come first.
A lot of the experiences you get at Salve are experiences that you can't get anywhere else because of it being such a tight-knit community.
Yes, it's a small school, but it's also like the desire to be a part of something great.
And then you put it all on this campus, right? Like you get to have these conversations in buildings that you swear were built just for that purpose. This is the place where you should have big thoughts. This is the place where you should dream big dreams.
I spend a lot of time here because I want to. It's not the kind of campus you want to get away from, and it's got a really bright future.
It's not 4 years for the sake of the 4 years. It's 4 years that's changing somebody so that when they leave here, the world's going to be a better place because of it.
As a senior, I know that I'm going to miss it, and I'm also going to cherish the time that I had here.
They're gonna have to drag me out of here after graduation, and I can't imagine going to get my undergraduate degree anywhere else.
This is where it all begins.
Really good students come to Salve, but they leave just ready to change the world.
I love Salve so much, and I love the connections that I've made. You're more than just a number, you're a name at Salve.
The 4 years have flown by so quickly. I think it's been a really great experience.
It's probably a cliche to say that Salve is a family, but it's a very, very true thing to say here.
This is where it all begins.
They encourage you to just be yourself and not follow the crowd. Like if you're a person who does not want to follow the herd, you have all the resources you need to shape the person that you want to be.
People are extremely supportive of each other and very supportive of the students. The students always come first.
A lot of the experiences you get at Salve are experiences that you can't get anywhere else because of it being such a tight-knit community.
Yes, it's a small school, but it's also like the desire to be a part of something great.
And then you put it all on this campus, right? Like you get to have these conversations in buildings that you swear were built just for that purpose. This is the place where you should have big thoughts. This is the place where you should dream big dreams.
I spend a lot of time here because I want to. It's not the kind of campus you want to get away from, and it's got a really bright future.
It's not 4 years for the sake of the 4 years. It's 4 years that's changing somebody so that when they leave here, the world's going to be a better place because of it.
As a senior, I know that I'm going to miss it, and I'm also going to cherish the time that I had here.
They're gonna have to drag me out of here after graduation, and I can't imagine going to get my undergraduate degree anywhere else.
This is where it all begins.
Really good students come to Salve, but they leave just ready to change the world.
I love Salve so much, and I love the connections that I've made. You're more than just a number, you're a name at Salve.
The 4 years have flown by so quickly. I think it's been a really great experience.
It's probably a cliche to say that Salve is a family, but it's a very, very true thing to say here.
This is where it all begins.
They encourage you to just be yourself and not follow the crowd. Like if you're a person who does not want to follow the herd, you have all the resources you need to shape the person that you want to be.
People are extremely supportive of each other and very supportive of the students. The students always come first.
A lot of the experiences you get at Salve are experiences that you can't get anywhere else because of it being such a tight-knit community.
Yes, it's a small school, but it's also like the desire to be a part of something great.
And then you put it all on this campus, right? Like you get to have these conversations in buildings that you swear were built just for that purpose. This is the place where you should have big thoughts. This is the place where you should dream big dreams.
I spend a lot of time here because I want to. It's not the kind of campus you want to get away from, and it's got a really bright future.
It's not 4 years for the sake of the 4 years. It's 4 years that's changing somebody so that when they leave here, the world's going to be a better place because of it.
As a senior, I know that I'm going to miss it, and I'm also going to cherish the time that I had here.
They're gonna have to drag me out of here after graduation, and I can't imagine going to get my undergraduate degree anywhere else.
This is where it all begins.
Really good students come to Salve, but they leave, just ready to change the world.
I love Salve so much, and I love the connections that I've made. You're more than just a number, you're a name at Salve.
The 4 years have flown by so quickly. I think it's been a really great experience.
It's probably a cliche to say that Salve is a family, but it's a very, very true thing to say here.
This is where it all begins.
They encourage you to just be yourself and not follow the crowd. Like if you're a person who does not want to follow the herd, you have all the resources you need to shape the person that you want to be.
People are extremely supportive of each other and very supportive of the students. The students always come first.
A lot of the experiences you get at Salve are experiences that you can't get anywhere else because of it being such a tight-knit community.
Yes, it's a small school, but it's also like the desire to be a part of something great.
And then you put it all on this campus, right? Like you get to have these conversations in buildings that you swear were built just for that purpose. This is the place where you should have big thoughts. This is the place where you should dream big dreams.
I spend a lot of time here because I want to. It's not the kind of campus you want to get away from, and it's got a really bright future.
It's not 4 years for the sake of the 4 years. It's 4 years that's changing somebody so that when they leave here, the world's going to be a better place because of it.
As a senior, I know that I'm going to miss it, and I'm also going to cherish the time that I had here.
They're gonna have to drag me out of here after graduation, and I can't imagine going to get my undergraduate degree anywhere else.
This is where it all begins.
Really good students come to Salve, but they leave, just ready to change the world.
I love Salve so much, and I love the connections that I've made. You're more than just a number, you're a name at Salve.
The 4 years have flown by so quickly. I think it's been a really great experience.
It's probably a cliche to say that Salve is a family, but it's a very, very true thing to say here.
This is where it all begins.
They encourage you to just be yourself and not follow the crowd. Like if you're a person who does not want to follow the herd, you have all the resources you need to shape the person that you want to be.
People are extremely supportive of each other and very supportive of the students. The students always come first.
A lot of the experiences you get at Salve are experiences that you can't get anywhere else because of it being such a tight-knit community.
Yes, it's a small school, but it's also like the desire to be a part of something great.
And then you put it all on this campus, right? Like you get to have these conversations in buildings that you swear were built just for that purpose. This is the place where you should have big thoughts. This is the place where you should dream big dreams.
I spend a lot of time here because I want to. It's not the kind of campus you want to get away from, and it's got a really bright future.
It's not 4 years for the sake of the 4 years. It's 4 years that's changing somebody so that when they leave here, the world's going to be a better place because of it.
As a senior, I know that I'm going to miss it, and I'm also going to cherish the time that I had here.
They're gonna have to drag me out of here after graduation, and I can't imagine going to get my undergraduate degree anywhere else.
This is where it all begins.
Really good students come to Salve, but they leave, just ready to change the world.
I love Salve so much, and I love the connections that I've made. You're more than just a number, you're a name at Salve.
The 4 years have flown by so quickly. I think it's been a really great experience.
It's probably a cliche to say that Salve is a family, but it's a very, very true thing to say here.
This is where it all begins.
They encourage you to just be yourself and not follow the crowd. Like if you're a person who does not want to follow the herd, you have all the resources you need to shape the person that you want to be.
People are extremely supportive of each other and very supportive of the students. The The students always come first.
A lot of the experiences you get at Salve are experiences that you can't get anywhere else because of it being such a tight-knit community.
Yes, it's a small school, but it's also like the desire to be a part of something great.
And then you put it all on this campus, right? Like, you get to have these conversations in buildings that you swear were built just for that purpose. This is the place where you should have big thoughts. This is the place where you should dream big dreams.
I spend a lot of time here because I want to. It's not the kind of campus you want to get away from. And it's got a really bright future.
It's not 4 years for the sake of the 4 years. It's 4 years that's changing somebody so that when they leave here, the world's going to be a better place because of it.
As a senior, I know that I'm going to miss it, and I'm also going to cherish the time that I had here.
They're gonna have to drag me out of here after graduation, and I can't imagine going to get my undergraduate degree anywhere else.
This is where it all begins.
Really good students come to Salve, but they leave, just ready to change the world.
I love Salve so much, and I love the connections that I've made. You're more than just a number. You're a name at Salve.
The 4 years have flown by so quickly. I think it's been a really great experience.
It's probably a cliche to say that Salve is a family, but it's a very, very true thing to say here.
This is where it all begins.
They encourage you to just be yourself, to not follow the crowd. Like, if you're a person who does not want to follow the herd, you have all the resources you need to shape the person that you want to be.
People are extremely supportive of each other and very supportive of the students. The students always come first.
A lot of the experiences you get at Salve are experiences that you can't get anywhere else because of it being such a tight-knit community.
Yes, it's a small school, but it's also like the desire to be a part of something great.
And then you put it all on this campus, right? Like, you get to have these conversations in buildings that you swear were built just for that purpose. This is the place where you should have big thoughts. This is the place where you should dream big dreams.
I spend a lot of time here because I want to. It's not the kind of campus you want to get away from. And it's got a really bright future.
It's not 4 years for the sake of the 4 years. It's 4 years that's changing somebody so that when they leave here, the world's going to be a better place because of it.
As a senior, I know that I'm going to miss it, and I'm also going to cherish the time that I had here.
They're gonna have to drag me out of here after graduation.
Welcome back to St. George's. Start of the third period here between Salve Regina and UNE. Nor'easters in control, leading 4-1, a 3-goal lead. Seahawks fans have heard this before, though. So have the Nor'easters. Last year, the Nor'easters, as they are offside here to start, coughed up a couple of late leads against the Seahawks squad. Has had a much different feel here tonight, but the Seahawks have been close a couple of times. If you're head coach David Lunn, it's not about scoring 3 goals, it's just get the next one. Put the pressure back on the Nor'easters, who are feeling comfortable right now. Taylor Sterling snaps it across to Maddie Cox. Schneiders angles it to herself. On the wing, left side. Spun out on the wing. Schwartz tied up in the corner. Pinching in is Pereira. She knifes it behind the cage. Grabbed now by Jenna Pitch. Godelf. Behind the cage. Cycles it up top. Waiting Pereira. She has space. Snaps it across. Breen turns. Fires it towards the goal. That one's blocked in front. Godelf trying to clean it up in the corner, and she does. Wrists it away left side. Pereira trying to lift the stick and win it. Actually make that Flaherty. Directed out to the blue line. Grabbed by DeSorcy. Flicks it past Pereira and down. Nor'easters will make a change here. Breen from behind the net. Cross ice. Tipped off a Nor'easter stick, so no icing. DuPont out from behind the net with speed, trying to race away from Wagner. Crean over the line, wrists it towards the net, and she scores! Just inside the blue line, top of the left wing circle, Maeve Crean snaps it towards the goal, over the glove of Baxter, and it's 5-1. With 18:23 to go here in the third, second goal of the year for Crean. And this will be icing here against Salve. So it is now 5 unanswered goals for UNE. Seahawks led 1-0 to start this game. Jumped right out of the gate. Emily Wagner, the senior from Andover, with the lone goal so far here for Salve. It's been 5 straight from the Nor'easters. Wagner will find it here. Sprints up the right side. Wagner on the backhand, chips it towards the goal. Corcoran makes the save. Fight for the rebound in deep. Esposito settles it, looks to center it. Here comes Maddie Cox. She delays, looks to wrist it. Poked away by Shavat. O'Neal works her way over the line. Floated in behind the net, grabbed by Maddie Cox. McPherson near side. Peretz blocks it from Letrikowski. Danielle McCarthy. Behind the net, Maddie Cox. Far side, McPherson. Scoops it in the air, out to center. Peretz trying to streak for it. Letrikowski. And a hand pass ruled here. Seahawks will get the attacking zone draw with 16:59 to go in the third. Amaral will take it against Lainey Lemieux. In the right wing circle, Amaral wins it. Ricochets, though, off of Schneider's. Back out to neutral ice. Steered in by Salerno. Schwartz around now for Emma Breen. Caught along the boards far side. Breen works her way up the ice. Now snaps it down right side. This is going to be icing here against Salve. Attacking zone draw here for the Nor'easters now. In command of this one, leading 5-1. Hamilton ties up with Amaral. Seahawks control the draw. Can't clear it though. Pitch. And it's played all the way back out. To center, DuPont quickly up the near side once again to Sorcy. Flutters it towards the cage. Left side Pereira, tied up with Remillard. Hamilton works it free. Chased into the corner left side, Schneiders. Moves it up the boards but not out. Here's pitch. Poked back in deep. Amaral will wrist it around. Breen will race ahead with it. Breen right side, trying to fire it towards the goal. That one's blocked in the skates of Remillard. Turned over to Godelf. Wanted to carry it towards the cage. out of her reach, but taking no chances, Delaney Corcoran will freeze it. With 15:31 to go. Start of the third period up in Biddeford. UNE men's hockey leading Salve Regina 4-1. Trying to hand the Seahawks their first loss in conference play. Right side, Seahawks trying to center this one for McKenzie. She'll have to sprint for it now, up the wall. Throws it into the slot, wide of Godelf. Crognali left side. Dumont wants to carry in front. Backhand, that one loose on the blue paint. Puck loose right in front of the goal, and no one could find it. Crognali now flicks it end over end. Knife down by Crean. Poked away by Esposito. Far side, Letrikowski. Crean centers it. O'Neal now. Dumont from the far side corner. And the puck will ricochet back out to neutral ice. Back into the nor'easter zone. Sprint two by Esposito. Chips it for Wagner. She wants to play it in deep on the backhand instead. Thesputis will play it back to the Seahawks zone. Maddie Cox for Esposito. Hands off now to Wagner. Chipped off the glass in deep. Pitch. And Wagner exchange a shot. Wagner rips it away. Right wing side trying to center it. Out high now, Breen waiting. Throws it towards the cage. That's tipped wide. Ricard will recover it. Look to skate out high. Taken away by Letrikowski with 14 minutes to go in the third. Kasputis over the line. Top of the right wing circle. Gets to the forehand. Hands off. Chavart into the corner. Ricard now with the takeaway. McPherson steered back from Maddie Cox. From center. That one off a redirect comes right to the Nor'easters. Chavat with the wrist shot. That goes wide. Parrott's behind the net. In the corner now, right side. Turns and she will stride. All the way up through center with speed. Skates the daylight, 1-on-5. Parrots flutters one towards the net, and that one will be held onto by Delaney Corcoran. 13-14 to go here in the third. UNE in complete control of this one so far. Face off left wing side. Nor'easters control it. Letrikowski now. Out through center. This one takes a bounce off of Pereira into the right wing corner. Letrikowski to hold it in. Bounce behind the cage. Cloherty. Now Pereira. Scoots it near side. Off the boards. Schwartz races to try and knock it free from Kelly McCarthy. Cross ice for McKenna Remillard. Letrikowski up the middle. Tipped ahead by Crean. Trying to carry towards the goal. That one takes a hop backhand score. Baxter came out to field it. Dumont got tied up with Crean. She was able to force it on the goal. Seahawks couldn't control it. And then she jams it home for the 6-1 advantage. With 12.5 to go here in the third. And UNE trying to leave no doubt here in this one. Maddie Cox. Crognali now. Throws it up ahead. Foot race here for Crean and Sterling, and Crean will win it. Sterling, though, comes away with the puck. Maddie Cox now in behind the net. Godelf directs it up the ice. McKenzie sees it taken away by pitch. Quickly back for Curley. Over the line left side. She snaps it towards the goal. That's blocked. Loose in the circle. Esposito Moves it back out to center ice. Nor'easters will control. That one given away. Here's Wagner with a wrist shot save made by Corcoran. That one came right to her in the slot. Esposito trying to center it, picked off. Snapped around the boards by McCarthy, held in by Pereira out high. Her wrist shot fluttered towards the cage. Esposito trying to force it through the wickets on Corcoran, and it's denied. Right wing circle. Give him back to McCarthy. Crognali now from center. Rolls it on edge in towards the goal. Baxter will steer it to the far side boards. Esposito now. Weaves her way all the way across. Gathered in by Ricard. Takes a hop off her stick. Left at the blue line for Lemieux to take. Lemieux. Right down the middle. Her wrist shot is blocked. She spills out into the board. Seahawks will recover it in the far side corner. And play it back out to center. To Sorcy. Now Lemieux. Right side knifed off the puck by Parrots. This one in on the goal. That one is blocked. Kasputis. Parrots far side waiting. Chavat holds it in. Off the wall left side. Walks it in deep. Dumont comes to challenge. Chavat out the right side. Spins it into the corner. And this one will get all the way back out to center. 2 goals apiece for Korean, Lemieux, and Letrakowski. 6 unanswered for UNE. With control and 9:30 to go. This one lost down the middle. Poke towards the goal. Baxter hangs on. Abby Chavat, the senior from Buffalo, New York, with that chance. 20 saves as well for Delaney Corcoran. Schneiders angles this one across. She'll gather it. Carries down the left side, knocked off the puck. Banked out to Maddie Cox, and she'll re-enter it right away, and it'll take a hop into the Nor'easter bench. We'll draw just outside of the Seahawks zone with 9:19 to play in the third. To Sorcy. Sterling chips it off the glass, not out. Flaherty trying to swat it out, can't clear it. Cross ice Godelf. Steers it to the line, but not out, and now a collision at the blue line. This one comes to Flaherty, has McKenzie to her right. Over the line right side. Poked in behind the net now, McKenzie. Want to send it back around for Flaherty. Free for Godelf to grab now. Out to the blue line, waiting there, Breen. Settles it, tipped towards the goal. That one went wide. 8:40 to go. Here comes Remillard down the middle. Her shot steered away by Baxter. Nor'easter's trying to jam it towards the cage. Puck loose far side. Long plays it in deep for Crean. Curley walks it up the wall. Now Long. Snaps it back. Crognali takes it away from Pereira. Curley trying to hop it in front. Loose there, waiting Long. Her wrist shot is blocked by McKenzie. Pereira trying to clear it. It hops towards the goal. Baxter steers it for McKenzie. Nor'easter's right now all over the Seahawks. This one tipped in front, blocked. Nor'easter's winning the foot races here as Crognali will walk it up the boards. And this one will deflect away from her and down. No icing. Seahawks can make a change. With 7:37 to go in the third. Parrots. Forced into the boards, left side. Esposito up top, Dumond waiting. Across now, Clarity snaps it towards the goal. That one tipped loosely, and the fluttering puck is held by Corcoran. Parrots will draw against Lemieux, far side. Right wing corner, Parrots trying to carry towards the goal, falling down, throws it towards the net, delayed penalty coming. Steered all the way up top, Dumond waiting. Seahawks want to get the extra attacker on. Dumond's drive goes wide. Extra attacker on with 7 minutes to go. Thrown towards the net and wide. Dumond snakes it back. Amaral left circle, snap towards the goal. That goes wide. Flaherty tracks it down. Extra attacker on here for Salve Regina. Behind the cage, finally touched up by Jamie DuPont. Almost a good 30 seconds there for the Seahawks with the sixth skater out. And tripping is the call against Ava Salerno. Power play for Salve. Waiting out high is Sterling. She snaps it towards the cage. It goes wide, recovered by Ricard. Out high, Sterling now will chase it down the far side wall. Touches it down the wing. Wagner knifed away. Letrikowski behind the cage. Esposito trying to get to it. Waiting, Shavat. Spins away from Esposito. And Shavat will knife it away out to center, grabbed by Matty Cox. Quickly across for Ricard. Tied up with Crean. She'll enter it into the zone, giving chase Esposito now. Locked up with Letrikowski. Esposito snaps it up top, Matty Cox. Straight away at the point. Left side now, Esposito. Walks it out high. Hands off to Matty Cox. Straight away at the point, waiting. Hands off Sterling, throws it towards the cage. That one loose on the backhand. Seahawks trying to settle it down. McKenzie with the backhand. That one will go wide of the net. 55 seconds to go on the power play. Here comes Sterling. High slot, throws it towards the cage. That one off the skate of Esposito. Sterling tracks it down, but it's fired away from her by Crean and down. 40 seconds left on the power play here for Salve. Here comes Amaral. Darts up the near side, over the line left side. Glides in all the way around behind the cage, out to the right wing corner. Amaral now out top. Hits the brakes at the blue line. Across to Breen. Back to Amaral in the circle, waiting. Her shot blocked off the skate of Crean. 13 seconds left on the power play. Here's Pereira straight away up top. Left for Amaral, her wrister. Saved by Corcoran. Rebound. We'll get between both Breen and Pereira. And we'll be back to even strength with 4:38 to go. Pereira. Now to Breen. Chased into the corner right side. Plays it off the glass. Now Pereira far side. Parrots grabs it from behind. Skates to the near side, and now we'll have to circle back. Dumond. Now Schwartz. 4 minutes to go here in the third. Schwartz down the right-hand side, throws it towards the net, and Corcoran will cover it up with Godelf in front. But 3:57 left in this one. Nor'easters in the driver's seat. Six unanswered goals in this game. This one in on the goal. Another save for Corcoran off the shot from Clarity. Parrots behind the net. Godelf knocked off the puck by Hannah Humes. Near side, Dumont will fire it down the boards. DuPont down the middle. Her wrister is blocked. Esposito sprints ahead, wrist it on the goal, and Corcoran will freeze it with 3:16 left. 11:29 to go in the third. Up in Biddeford, UNE leading Salve Regina men's hockey 4-2. So both Nor'easter squads looking good right now. The teams will trade places tomorrow night. The women's teams will be up in Biddeford. Men's teams will be here at St. George's. This one turned over to Cox in the slot. Her wrister whistles wide. Right side, the rebound thrown towards the goal. Score! 2:59 to go. Far side. It's Ricard who will clean it up for Salve. A little something to feel good about and build on for the rematch tomorrow. Said it many times, it's the beauty of the schedule. You play on a Friday night, you win, you feel good. You have to come right back the next night and answer. It's a hard thing to do. This one turned over out high. Sterling with the drive that's blocked. 2:44 to go. McPherson right side. Shields the puck against the wall. She throws it towards the net. That one will skip wide. I was going to say, tomorrow night here at St. George's, it's going to be the Seahawks' second annual Mental Health Awareness Night. Seahawks raised $6,500 last year that they donated to the Newport Mental Health Group. I believe they've already raised $10,000, and sure to raise more tomorrow night with prizes, custom jersey giveaways. It's going to be a great event here at St. George's. 1:59 to go here in this one. Seahawks started so fast. Emily Wagner scored 113 into this one. But it had been all UNE since until Ricard's goal here late. Amaral will draw here. Win it back. Pereira lets it fly. That one's saved by Corcoran. A heavy shot from Emma Pereira. Breen waits far side. Her drive. That one goes high and wide. Schwartz. Left side. Schneiders wants to steer it across. Breen on the backhand. Can't get it down the slot. And the Nor'easters will softly touch it back the other way, and this will be icing. With 1:24 left here in the third. Attacking zone draw here for Salve. Letrikowski comes free with it. Korean. Cloherty. Dumont. Sprints near side. Final minute, third period. Dumont watches this one go by. And no icing. Sterling sends it across for McPherson, who gets tied up in the far side corner with Hamilton. 36 seconds to go. Egan can't clear it. Here's Letrikowski again at center for the Nor'easters with 22 seconds. Remillard rolls it in deep. Matty Cox will grab it for Salve. Well, the Seahawks started fast, but the Nor'easters stormed back quickly. They score 6 straight goals at one point through this one. And they will win 6-2 here this evening in the first of a home-and-home series between these two conference opponents. UNE improves to 4-2-0 on the season, 3-2-0 in CCC play. Meanwhile, the Seahawks fall to 2-3 overall and 0-3 in conference play. As I've said, both these teams will rematch tomorrow night, 5 p.m. up in Biddeford. The puck drop for that one. I want to thank our entire staff and production crew. Owen Callahan helping to provide live statistics here tonight. Your camera person has been Peyton Spur. I want to thank you all for joining and listening along with us, folks. Once again, your final UNE 6, Salve Regina 2. I'm Andy Pizzelli. Have a great night, everyone.